Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going over the RM06 that you guys saw in the intro and that you see here in my hand. Basically, this RMR has a few advantages that have made it one of the most popular, if not the most popular, over the last few years out there on the market. So why is that? We'll get into all the details here in a second, but there's a few things that are going to differentiate it. We have the manual adjustment buttons, which we'll get into here in detail, but one of the big advantages of that versus some of the other RMR models is that it doesn't auto adjust depending on the light in the room. So folks who are using the RMRs on serious, duty use type rifles or pistols would have a weapon light and go from a dark room into the light, or turn their light on, and it would actually wash their dot out and they'd lose it because it would auto adjust. So that's not going to happen on. This one also has a 3.25 MOA dot, so for precise shots at 100, 200, 300 yards with a rifle, it's very doable. And with a pistol, you can still pick it up. It's large enough to pick up, so it's sort of a happy medium for a lot of folks out there. There's a lot of other cool features, and we're going to get into those coming up next. All day. Once you pull it out of the shipping box, it comes in this little plastic hard case here to protect it. You open it up, it has nice padding in there. You have your RMR, a few other things. Let me look. Sticker, owner's manual, little warranty card, and then we also have the product summary with all the specs and stuff in there. You get your little Allen wrench and the screws to mount it with. So we'll set all this stuff out of the way and take a look at the actual RMR itself. There's a few buttons and switches on here. On the left side, we have the button to increase the brightness on there. On the right side, we have the one to decrease it. There's 8 different brightness settings on there. And in terms of battery life, if you leave it on setting number 4, which is probably a little bit too dim for bright daylight, but really good for indoor use and stuff like that, you'll get 4 years of continuous battery output. Now, that's extremely, extremely impressive. So certainly can't complain about that. Now, if you do want to turn it off for whatever reason, all you need to do is press and hold both buttons, right and left, for 3 seconds, and it will power the optic down. Now, the optic is powered by one CR2032 battery, and as it says here, void your warranty if you remove that. And the reason that actually is, for those that don't know, is there's some electronics underneath there, and that helps to actually seal it. So they don't want any moisture or anything getting in there. So do not remove that. It's simply not needed. When zeroing the optic to your weapon, it's pretty simple. Each click equals 1 MOA, or roughly an inch at 100 yards. So you just click it over, and here's the elevation. On the right side of the pistol is the windage, and one thing that's really nice about it is it doesn't take any sort of excessive force to go through your click settings there. But one thing I'll try to point out, if I can actually be quiet here. There's an audible and tactile click with each setting. So when you're actually moving at one, it's not just loosey-goosey like some of the red dots out there. It's real positive. So when you're moving it and when you're not moving it. One nice thing about the 3.25 MOA dot is that it works well on pistols and rifles, as you guys have seen here throughout the video. And there's a myriad of mounting options out there for RMRs. You can find them with ACOG mounts, 1913 style mounts, all different types of mounts are out there. But just a couple of basic designs that you guys have seen here throughout the video. We have our M&P core slide here. And basically it works with an adapter plate that slides on there. You mount your RMR on there, tighten your screws down, and you're in business there. It's mounted up. This one has nice co-witness sights on there. And on the rifles that you've seen throughout the review here, we've seen this ADM mount, which is just awesome. This one's designed to co-witness with your AR-15 height iron sights. Similar thing here. We have these 2 little knobs that you'll see up front, and those interface right here with the front of the RMR. You line those up, sits down, tighten on your screws, and it's an extremely lightweight, low-profile package that, 3.25 MOA dot, you can definitely get accurate hits out to 100 yards, really 200 depending on the size of your target, without much issue there. Weight's always a concern, whether it be on a pistol where the added weight could change the actual recoil impulse and reliability of the gun, or on an AR when a lot of folks are really trying to keep it lightweight. Other rifles as well, so they're always trying to save weight there, and the RMR is excellent for that. As you can see here, it is extremely lightweight, 1.2 ounces, and that is with the battery in there, as you can see. So tough to beat it in terms of weight. I think we hit most of the big points there. A couple of things we didn't touch on was going to be reliability. When these were first released, the RM06s that is, there seemed to be some reports out there on the internet that there were folks whose dot was like turning off under recoil and stuff like that. This one's never had that problem at all. So, you know, I have a sample size of 1, so I can only go on what I experienced, but we've had 0 issues at all with it in terms of reliability. Turned it on when we got it in, left it on. It's never been turned off, and we've never had any issues. So no complaints there. The other big one is going to be price. I picked this one up from Optics Planet, and right now, here's a screenshot of the price, at least as of today. We know that one constant in life is change, so it could change, go up or down. But one thing I will point out is that Optics Planet does always offer this channel a viewer discount. So just put in the code that you see here in the bottom of your screen, and you will % off your orders at Optics Planet. So that's all the time, and including on the RM06 here. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the support from the folks over there at Optics Planet, as always. But the other thing I think I didn't mention is that this sucker comes in a few different colors. So this one's obviously black. I think it comes in gray, green, and the tan. Tan looks really cool as well. Debated going with that one, but black is sort of universal, so we went this route. But I think that pretty much covers it. If you guys have any questions about things we didn't cover in the video, you can always post below in the comments section as always. You can also post over at my Facebook page. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.